have we got? Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Welcome in. Hello, Joy. Hello, Kirsty. Connor's here. Oh, Amanda, a member for 1 month. Woohoo! Thank you. Connor's here. Reese is here. Simply Debbie Sue. Hello, hello. It's so wonderful to see you. Happy Monday night, Alex. Checking in, a member of the Driving Daily Mafia. Thank you so much, everyone. Sorry I've kept you waiting. I'm doing everything at half speed this morning, and there's Soph. I hope your live goes well, but I'm off to bed. Oh, fair enough, my love. I completely understand. How are we, everyone? I'm losing my voice. Well, no, I'm not really. On Saturday after my live in the afternoon, I actually did lose my voice, and I didn't have a voice on Saturday afternoon and Sunday, and then most of probably at least half of yesterday, which is Monday for me. But this morning I can at least talk, so that's a bonus. I was going to sit on the chair, but it's all wet. Poor Susan, I was hoping you were kicking it. Oh my God, and there's my friend Leah Williams. Leah is on a holiday at the moment. She is in WA visiting her son. Normally she resides in Victoria. How are you, Leah? I bet it's a lot warmer there than it is here. Welcome in, my friends. Welcome in. No, I'll try not to overstrain. And I do think I am kicking it. Now, my plan for the day. Aries World, hello. I'm at the store, but I wanted to say hi. Hello, my friend. I'm not feeling 100%, but I didn't want to cancel the live because I really enjoy catching up with everyone. There's Teal Horse as well. Hello, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I really enjoy our chat, so I didn't want to cancel it. So I thought, look, I'll schedule it and we'll just see how we get on. Colleen McRae, welcome in, my friend. It's lovely to see you. I've not been well for the last few weeks and I've lost my voice and it's starting to come back now, so hopefully it will continue. Oh, thank you, Debbie Sue. Thank you, thank you. I will, of course, be coughing every so often throughout the live. But I thought what we could do, I mean, it's not raining just at the moment, so theoretically I could do a walk around. But I was thinking that depending on how I feel, what we might do is we'll feed the animals. And then I thought maybe we could head back inside and sit by the fire. So a bit of a combination video. Oh, thank you, Aries World. Thank you so much. Aries World, $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Yes. Look, I'm getting there. It is hard. Like, one thing about being on a farm is that even if you're sick, you've still got to come out and feed your animals. And, you know, they need to be looked after. So it's a bit hard. You can't just sort of like have a week in bed or sitting in front of the TV recovering. You got to keep going to a certain extent. Kirsty, as always, is putting up everyone's links. Kirsty, I didn't get a chance to watch your live with Have Fun in Nature. I was sitting there, I had the notifications on, but I think it was like 4 o'clock in the morning or something when it came on. So I will be watching the replay. I just haven't quite got there yet. Oh, is Chris here? Chris the Silent Forgotten. Hello, my love. Hello, hello. So, I'm losing my voice, but I can at least talk at the moment. Oh, look at those pretty dewdrops. Look at them. Aren't they lovely? So we're going to feed the chickens and we're going to feed the cows. And once we've done that, we're going to maybe have a short walk and then we'll sit inside. But we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. Let me have a look here. Those animals give you a purpose when you don't feel like going out the door. They certainly do. Alexander Lapp, welcome in, my friend. I haven't seen you in a little while. I hope you're doing okay. All right, so let me pop you here for a moment. And I'll take the battery pack out of my pocket. Oh, can I get it? Where is it? There we go. Okay. How wonderful. We've got 20 people in the chat. Steve is here as well. Amanda says Larry is at work. Ah. All right, my friends. We shall feed my chickens their fermented grains. And then we'll watch them feed for a little bit. Then we'll go out, feed the cows. And we'll just make it up as we go along. Oh, it's so much water in here. We've had a lot of rain. I might feed them in here instead. All right. Okay. Oops. I was very lucky that the last 2 days, my daughter actually came out and she fed the chickens and the cows for me. So I hadn't realized quite how much rain had fallen. I have 16 thumbs up. Thank you very much, everyone. It's much appreciated. Look at all the water. This is part their run. It's not looking very nice at the moment, but if we come in here, now I haven't been able to give it a sweep this week. It's looking a bit scruff, but now I know I heard Bonnie Tyler, and also Chris the Silent Forgotten a few weeks ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago. He did a video on remembering the cast of the various Sherlock Holmes movies and TV series that had been on over the years. And oh, that I loved that one because I love my murder mysteries, you know. I like my Midsummer Murders and Poirot and Miss Marples and Sherlock Holmes and things like that. And my daughter and I have been binge watching on YouTube. There's a channel on YouTube that has all the Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes series and movies. And so we, over probably the last 2 or 3 months, had been binge watching them all. So every, 2 or 3 times a week we would watch one. And the Sherlock Holmes it was its 40th anniversary, the Jeremy Brett Sherlock Holmes. Yes, Alexander says, I used to read a lot of Sherlock Holmes stories also. The Jeremy Brett series, I think it was the 40th anniversary. Is that right, Chris? Did I get that right? And the actor who played Dr. Watson, now I can't remember his name. It's David, is it David Hudson? I think it's David Hudson. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, he passed away only on May the 10th of this year. And then it was the 40th anniversary, I think, on the 20th or the 22nd of May. So he passed just shy of that 40-year anniversary. But he was like, 92 years old. 92 years old. What a long and fabulous life. But yeah, Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. Yes, I remember that. She had a husky voice, a little bit like the way I'm sounding at the moment. Only I have far less talent. And I don't normally sound this husky. That's what happens when you get a cold. Well, I don't even know that it is a cold. David Burke. Yes, that's it. I've been thinking David Hudson. I'm thinking it's not Hudson, but it's, yes, David Burke. Thank you, Kirsty. Yeah, 92 years of age. What an incredible innings. But yes, it was a very nice tribute that Chris, the Silent Forgotten, did to all the actors and actresses who had been in Sherlock Holmes over the years and the different series and movies and so forth. Yes, Sherlock Holmes. I should get some Sherlock Holmes books. I'm just Warren Amor. Rest in peace. What? Sam Neill? Well, Warren Amor, it's lovely to meet you. I'm Susan, and I am in the Alpine region of Victoria, Australia. And it's really nice to meet you. Welcome in, my friend. But having said that, I didn't know Sam Neill had passed. Oh, that's devastating. Yes, brilliant, brilliant actor. In my previous life, before I moved to a farm, I actually met Sam Neill. Oh, is Trophy here as well? Welcome in, Trophy. I'm sorry, I'm missing people. But hang on, I'm not seeing... That's odd. I could see... That's funny. I could sort of see... Hello, Jay. Welcome in. Kirsty or someone said hello to Trophy, but I don't actually see him here. I wonder if my phone's playing up again. Where is Trophy and why can I not see him in the chat? I have been having a little bit of trouble with the chat. There's my friend Shaz. I'm just going back through. Okay. Okay. I don't think it's showing me everyone. Let me see if I'm going to touch something. No, I want all live chat. Okay. I'll see when I do that. When I go to live chat, it just removes my chat entirely. So I have to go to top chat. No, I've accidentally killed my chat again. Oh, man. Come on, you could do this. Oh, stupid phone. What's that one do? Just randomly pressing buttons. No, okay. Can someone say anything, say something? I think I've murdered my chat once again. I don't know why it's not showing me, everyone. I did find that Have Fun in Nature, for some reason they had got hidden. So I unhid them. Oh, what am I going to do? How do I get my chat back? When all else fails, walk down to the house and ask your daughter. Teenagers are good at that. I think it is my phone, though. My phone's seriously dying. I need to get a new one. The touch screen doesn't seem to be working as well anymore. Now, clearly at the moment, oh, I know, guys, just give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'll go down to the house, see if my daughter can get my chat back. Sometimes she can. But yeah, I need a new phone desperately. Thing is, I hadn't had this phone that long. I've only had it for about, well, no, it'd be about 10 months, I reckon. 10 months. Moo, I know, the poor cows, they're so upset. They're sitting there going, oh my God, she's going, and we haven't been fed yet. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Get up on the veranda. Oops. It's so slippery when it's wet. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. All right. Okay. Oh dear, I'm having problems. Anyway, have a look out the door for a minute. Now, my chat's disappeared. And I tried hitting that. It's because I touched it. Can I do, what would happen if I did back? Because it happened the other day. Have we got chat? No, we don't. All right, beautiful. Okay. Okay, we're back. Maybe it's a sign I need a rest. Oops. Jespar, get your head out. All right, sorry about that, folks. Now, oh, did he? Okay, okay. Kirsty says Trophy came in just before Shaz. Alrighty. Now, woohoo. So for some reason, my phone is set to top chat, not live chat. So what that means is I think it's not showing everyone. But this is what happened last week. When I tried to select live chat, the chat actually switches off entirely, which is a bit of a bugger. And then the screen sort of shuts down. So I don't think it's a YouTube glitch. I think it's a my phone glitch. But we're back. Moxie Man. Hello, my love. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, dear me. Well, we fed the sheep and now we've got to feed the cows. Moxie Man, how are you, my friend? I've been a bit blur. Oh, I know, guys, I know. I've been a bit blur the last couple of weeks. Not been all that well. And I keep... Yes, I keep losing my voice. But I've got a voice at the moment. Whoops. Now, let me adjust this. Oops. Do that, do that. All right, so. Hello, Emily. You missed the walks. Hang on. Jay says you missed the walks. Oh, how goes it down? Yeah, I know, a bit off. Now, yeah, I've been sick. I'm still sick. But cows have got to be fed. So I'll let you guys chat amongst yourselves just for a moment. I'm going to drag out 2 bales of hay and feed them, and then we'll walk over and we'll watch them eat for a little while. But yeah, you'll see me bring the bales out. So just sort of chat, mingle, have fun, and I'll be back with you in just a moment. I'm coming. Oh. Yeah, cows do. They eat a lot. And my friend Shaz Sylvester is in the chat as well. In the green, she's a member. Shaz is a friend I've had since I was a teenager, I think. Or pretty close to being a teenager, maybe early 20s. But she's not a content creator, she's just my friend. So, hi Shaz. Oh. right. It's raining, it's raining. I've got to move you. My phone has a broken screen, a very broken screen. So what I can't do is afford to get it too wet. So where can I put you? Are we all still there? Ah. All right, hang on a moment. Here's a bucket. All right, do we still have chat? Am I still even live? Yes, we are here. Oh, Alexander says I need to get in the truck and drive. Alexander, thank you so much for being here, my love. You have safe travels. Or will it sit? I don't believe it. It stopped raining. It stopped raining. All right. It stopped raining. Okay. Because that bucket wasn't big enough. Let's put you back. Poor cows. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right. Let's keep going. Taya, I'm glad they like the taste of hay. Me, not so much. All right. All right. See, my battery pack's got a bit wet too. Let us go and say hi to the cows. And let me see who's in chat. M-Bug, stand the phone up. Susan, you're a trooper. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. A good chef knows the food is good when the restaurant is quiet. Yes, that is true. There's Ernie. Ernie's the white one. Hello, Katie. Welcome in, my love. I hope you're doing well. This black one here, this is Coco. And then we've got a Jersey cow at the back. You can just make out when she looks up, you can see her horns. Where is Fiona? There, Em. Emmy, says Katie. I do apologise. I can't help the coughing. Oh, thank you. Says Em. Let's go see Fiona for Miss Emily. It's one of the little calves there. This is the naughty panda. Yes. And that one there with the black head, that's Oreo. Fiona's that one there, Em. Next to Fiona, we've got another white calf. So the two little white calves, one is a boy, one is a girl. The boy is called White Thunder and the girl is called Clover. And then this one here, that's one of last year's calves. She's got like a little love heart or a butterfly on her head between her ears. And that one is Penguin. Oh, your cows are beautiful. Thank you, Dean. I think they are. So they're on rations. We didn't get as much hay as we wanted, but they get two bales in the morning, and then they get another lot in the afternoon. You can see the butterfly. Hang on, let me move back. There you go. Part of Penguin's fringe is hanging down over the top of the butterfly, making it look like a butterfly. When the fringe isn't there, it looks more like a love heart. Either way, regardless of whether it's a heart or a butterfly, it's still really cute. Can you hear the chewing? Adorable. So yesterday I was going to do another members live. I wanted to try and do a members live once a fortnight, but I don't think, well, I had no voice yesterday, so I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Hello, darling. That's Tamara, the white one. This one here. Oh, Tiffany, 23rd thumbs up, and I see you. Honestly, I spent hours, Tiffany, hours trying to work out what was wrong. But I'm so glad I could see you again. Welcome back in, my love. I felt so bad that I couldn't see you. And I was really annoyed with myself that I couldn't work out what the problem was. Hello, Ace. I know. Tiffany's back. And Brian. Brian's here as well. Welcome in, Brian. Don't feel bad, Susan. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. It could have been a YouTube thing, but it's so good to be back. Oh, love you, sweetie. Thank you for trying. Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. I did, I will admit, the last time I went in, because there's a section in YouTube where if you're doing lives, or even if you're not doing lives, if you've got a channel, there is a section you could go into. Oh, look, penguins come across, where you can hide other channels and other people in the chat. And I checked that so many times, and there was no one in the hidden section. And then when I looked for about the 20th time, suddenly Have Fun in Nature was sitting there, so I unhid it. Brooke Trout, welcome in, welcome in. It's so lovely to see you. It's so lovely to see you. And we have 22 here at the moment. That's wonderful. That's crazy. I'm back. Yeah, I'm just relieved. I'm relieved you're back. In a manner of speaking, yes, there is a thing. Your moderators, you know, like if you had someone come in who was being really horrible, and how the moderators have the ability to, like, oh, what's the word I'm after? Honestly, the word, gotcha, yes. So they could sort of like block a user, and when that happens, depending on whether the person or the channel has been blocked for, 30 seconds or 6 months or permanently or whatever, it ends up going into there's a section when you go into your settings where you could see the hidden channels. And so I kept checking, and there were no hidden channels. And then I checked again the following day, and suddenly there was Have Fun in Nature. And I thought, but I've checked this so many times, and there was nothing there. Killer Zombie, hello James, welcome in. Hope you're feeling better. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. My voice, you can hear my voice is sort of going. And it did go yesterday. I didn't have a voice. Oh, you're so welcome, Tiffany. I didn't have a voice yesterday. I didn't have a voice on Sunday either. But I've got one today. And that's the main thing. Let's go down here, walk through the mud, have a look at some more cows. Oh, yes. Yes. Growing food to grow 5, to feed salad greens for 5 off the front porch. And I know Kirsty and Dean are going to do a fantastic job. You could do it, guys. I have every faith. Sometimes something happens by accident, says Tiffany to Brooke Trout. Yeah, that's right. I don't think it would have been done on purpose. Everyone's saying hello to everyone else. Lovely to see. Now, I do have the fire going inside, so I thought if I started feeling too I could just go in and sit down by the fire. So I'm all prepared. There's Ernie and Coco. There's Dot, the Jersey cow with the horns, you could see there. And then at the back, I think, is Thunderhoof and probably Storm. The 2 black and whites there, that'll be Thunderhoof and Storm. Yeah. You go into your settings and look at moderation. So shall we try and go for a little bit of a walk up the hill? Do we want to walk up there for a bit and have a look? I don't know if you'll get to see the mountains too much, because there is a fair bit of cloud cover. And my friends, I looked at my because I haven't been well, I haven't been on YouTube as much. It does look slippery. Yeah, you're right. I'll be careful, Kirsty. I haven't been on YouTube as much. I sort of, my daughter's done a couple of days of chores for me to sort of ease the burden a bit, which is sensational of her. Yesterday and the day before, she fed the cows and the sheep, and she brought down the firewood as well. Susan, wherever you go, we're going with you. That's absolutely right, Jay. Absolutely right. Okay. So glad you have some help, Susan. Thank you. Yes, me too. My daughter's a teenager, but she is a big help. I mean, she's also busy. She's got a life to lead. My daughter, I think I've told you before, she loves her drawing and her art, hence the custom emojis that she's drawn up. Although we do need to get some more custom emojis. Let's walk up this hill and see what we could see. Cows are still there. You can see some mountains over there in the distance. 28 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Much appreciated. Oh, I thought there was something interesting on the ground, but it was just a leaf in the end. Which, you know, truly isn't that interesting. D-Man, welcome in, my love. I hope you're well. Jespar is doing good. Jespar is, I thought he was 13 weeks old last week, but I think he's actually 13 weeks old today. And tomorrow we have to take little Jespar into town because he's got to have his second vaccination. Yeah, he's got to have his second vaccination. And since we're going into town, I've decided to lash out. I'm walking for all of you. I'm sorry, I keep sniffing. It's whatever this bug is that I've picked up. Yes, that's what I was saying. Since I'm going all the way into town, I've done an online grocery order. So we'll go into town and his little lordship will have his vaccination. And then we're going to take him to a park for a bit of a walk and some socialization. And then we're going to pick up the grocery order and head home. And what the hell, you know, I'm sick, guys. So in that grocery order, I've ordered chocolate, copious amounts of it, because goddamn, I deserve it. That's my top hay shed. His little lordship, yeah. at Susan High Country, do you know that you can donate 10 memberships a month? Some people don't know. YouTube gives creators 10 for free. Oh, what? Really? So I can gift memberships to people. Is that 10 a month? Really? Uh-huh. Jespar's going to have such a great day. Yummy chocolate. Yes, but of course the chocolate isn't for Jespar. Chocolate is incredibly toxic to dogs. So no chocolate for Jespar. Yeah, Katie says chocolate makes me feel better. Quite right. Oh, look, there's a cat. Oh, I just missed it. It ran across from there to there. I've been trying to catch that cat for months. Oh, have fun in nature, says click the dollar bill. Wow, I didn't know that. Dora. Hello, Dora, my love. Welcome in. All right, so we've looked at the top hay shed and we saw a cat. How are you, Dora? Dean's saying hi to Dora. Everyone's saying hi to Dora. Welcome in, everyone. If you haven't hit that like button, please consider. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hiya, mate, says Dora. You sound like crap, but beautiful as ever. Thank you so much. Brian says, it sounds like you need some Mullen, Susan. Yes. I learned too, learning together. Yeah, that's what's so brilliant about YouTube. I mean, we're such a brilliant community. And I can say that because a lot of the people in this chat, you know, when I go into Dora's chats and Tiffany and Brian's chats and Kirsty, you know, you see the same people. And, you know, Amanda and Larry, we see the same people. And we're all a community and we all just love and support each other so much. And so it doesn't matter whether you're in my chat or Dora's chat or Tiffany's chat. I can say unequivocally that we are a brilliant community. We're a brilliant little group of people. Everyone is so nice and so kind and so wonderful. And you're like my family. Apart from my daughter, all my family's overseas, like biological. So I don't really have family here in Australia. Not a lot, anyway. And this YouTube community has become my family. And that's why I love doing the lives. Hey, D-Man. Ace is saying hello to D-Man. Well, D-Man says a small amount of milk chocolate would be okay for a dog. Oh, no, yeah. I quite agree, D-Man. I don't think it would be worth the risk. Aha. You have me and Shazza. We are your sisters. You are indeed. And Kirsty. Kirsty's a sister as well. Kirsty and Dean. Clearly Dean's not a sister. A brother. A big brother. Probably big in stature, but probably a younger brother in reality. Who else is Australian and Susan's sister? I meant Aussie sisters. Oh, okay. No, then if we're just talking Aussie sisters, then I think it's you and Shazza. Oh, thank you, Jay. But yeah, and it's funny, you know, when I started YouTube, like 2 or so years ago, I never thought I was going to do lives. Never, never, ever. Never thought I'd put my face on a camera. And I do, on occasion. Speaking of which, I should probably do it because it's been a few minutes, hasn't it? Here we go. Hi. Yeah, I never thought I'd put my face on the camera. And that first live, honestly, it was the funniest thing ever. It really was. And I told everyone, you know, I said, I'll go live when I get to 800 subscribers, because I never thought I'd get to 800 subscribers, not in a pink fit. And bugger me, I actually did. Oh dear. And so I organised the first live. Took me a month to work myself up to it, mind you. Organised the first live. Didn't use the battery pack. I mean, I'd never done a live before, so I didn't know any better. And I told everyone I'm going to try and go for 1 hour. And when I get to the 50-minute mark, I'll turn the camera around and you can all see me. And we got to 48 minutes and like 30 seconds. And the battery on my phone ran out. I thought, oh no. No one's going to believe I didn't do that on purpose. Anyway, I did another one about 2 weeks later. And that time, I actually did get to put my face on the live. And look, you haven't been able to stop me since, really. But having said that, have a look at that. Isn't that so much better than looking at my face? Oh, kookaburras. Yeah, Kirsty says we started it as a faceless channel too. We're glad you did, Susan. It's so awesome to meet you. Thank you, Brian. Great example to your daughter that you are so independent. Thank you, Joy. Yeah, we have a lot in common, Kirsty and I. And that's why I think of Kirsty and Dean, you know. I mean, I love all of you, of course, but yeah. Kirsty and Dean have a special spot in my heart, but you all have a special spot in my heart. You all do. Oh, look at that. Looks sunny over that side. Penguins. Hello, Connor. Yes, Penguin the cow. It's up there somewhere. Brook Trout, you have to drop some of those emojis now. Oh, did Brook Trout become a member? Did I miss that? I'm not seeing it in the chat. Brook Trout got a gifted membership. Love it when I'm familiar with the person. Did you gift memberships? Oh my God, why am I not seeing that come up in the chat? It's not in the chat, honestly. I don't know why my phone's behaving the way it is. I know it's set on top chat, which I don't seem to be able to adjust for some reason. But even so, I would have thought that gifted memberships and things of that nature would be considered top chat. Brook Trout, you need a moo-moo cow. I do, yes. It's up a ways in the chat. Was it Tiffany? Oh, I mean, I've scrolled up a fair way. I'm scrolling. I'm guessing it was Tiffany. Oh, well, it was you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm not seeing it in the chat, and I went up a fair way. It might be that my phone, because it's playing funny buggers, has filtered it out in some way. Or maybe I just didn't go back far enough, but thank you very much, and welcome in Brook Trout, new gifted member for a month. How wonderful. Yeah, it is nice when you gift a membership and you actually know the person it's gone to. You're right. Sometimes you gift memberships and they end up going to people you've never heard of. All right, let us walk. We'll go have a look at our wombat hole. For those of you who've not seen a wombat hole before. I can hear the wind blowing through the leaves of the trees. I can hear a plane going overhead. I can hear crows. I can hear birds in the bush. Different birds. Birds I don't necessarily know the names of. The famous wombat hole. Yes, we have lots of wombat holes here, but some are indeed more famous than others. 30 thumbs up, says Ace. That's awesome. Thank you, everyone. I'm very pleased that you're all here with me and that you're putting up with my husky voice today. I'm trying very hard not to lose my voice. I don't care if I lose it again this afternoon, as long as it hangs out long enough to get this live done. So this is the start of a wombat hole. Ta-da! That's about, from there to there is probably, it'd be a metre, close to 3 meters from here to here. Okay, and then you come around here, and that's just the entrance. Susan, who could make money on those phone chats? Susan, who could make money on those? Oh, those phone chats. It's funny you should say that, you know. Years ago, and there's the wombat hole. When I worked in the city in Melbourne, and there's the entrance to the tunnel just down there. And that entrance is about 1.5 meters down. You can see there's the grass, there's the top of the hole here. When I worked in Melbourne, and I used to do the rosters and things for a big department of boys, and there was one particular guy, whenever I had a cold or a throat infection or anything like that, my voice would go like this. It'd go all husky. And suddenly he would become incredibly attentive. Those holes, I know they're huge, aren't they? M and J. Yeah, they're really big. This guy, he'd sit on the corner of my desk and he'd chat away to me while I was working, and, you know, and he'd bring me drinks and, you know, the occasional bar of chocolate. 3 meters is 9 foot, yeah. You know, incredibly attentive. And quite often my voice would stay like this for a couple of weeks, you know. But then as soon as I got better, he wouldn't talk to me again until the next time I got a cold. And I mean, you know, he'd talk to me, but he wouldn't sort of like, you know, spend hours talking to me or anything. That's so funny, what a creep. You have him free sexy chats. No, look, he's a lovely guy, and he was actually incredibly shy. But I think when I was sounding husky, he would push through the pain barrier, you know. He would sit on the corner of my desk, and he would talk to me and talk to me until the boss came and told him to bugger off. You know, he had a thing for husky voices. It's a funny story. And I mean, of course, he did talk to me on occasion when I didn't have a husky voice, like, you know, can I check this pay query with you, and can I have next Friday off? You know, those sorts of things. But yeah, if I wanted to have like a long D&M with him, I'd have to wait till the next time I got a cold or laryngitis, bronchitis, whatever it was. Hello, Okies. Eden, welcome in. Jason. How are you, Jason? It doesn't sound as much like me as it normally does because I've got a cold or something. Well, I don't see how I can have a cold because no one's been up here. I haven't been anywhere. Like, I haven't left the property for, wow, I couldn't actually tell you, a couple of months. Would it be a couple of months? April, May. Yeah, we went to see Jespar in May, early May, before my birthday, early May. And that's the last time we actually left. So, you know, it's not like I should be picking up cold germs. Oh, peppermint schnapps. Yes. I'll be honest though, Oki. I really like, is it butterscotch schnapps? Oh, butterscotch schnapps. With Baileys. Mix the two together. It is a thing. It is a cocktail. But it's not a, it doesn't have a name that I can say on YouTube. But yes, butterscotch schnapps and Baileys. Oh man. I remember I seriously overdosed on it once when I was in my 20s. God, that was funny. I was at home cooking dinner. Let me tell you this story. It's a great story. I was at home cooking dinner all by myself. And it was a Friday and I thought, oh, what the hell? I'm going to make myself a drink. And I used to make these drinks with the schnapps and the Baileys. And I'd make it in like a little shot glass. And I'd have it and keep cooking dinner, and that's how I always had this drink, was in shot glasses. And one day, this particular day, which was in fact an evening because I was cooking dinner, I thought, you know, this is ridiculous. I'm cooking dinner and I keep throwing back these shots of butterscotch schnapps and Baileys, and then I have to pour another one. So rather than just keep making more and more of them, yes, you Kirsty Googled the name. Yeah, you must agree, Kirsty, it's not something I could probably say on YouTube. But my God, what a drink. Anyway, let's get back to the story. I thought, this is ridiculous. So I've made myself 3 shots. I'd already had 3 shots in like an hour. I'll just make a big glass of it, so I don't need to keep making shots. Oh, you're doing your best to overdose on Heineken. Best of luck, Jay. So I made a big tumbler glass of butterscotch schnapps and Baileys. Now keep in mind, I'd already had 3 shots. And so I started drinking this drink. And what happened was, I drank it because it was now in a tumbler. I drank it too quickly. It was too easy now to throw the drink back. And I had, I was having big swills of it while I was cooking dinner. And I felt okay. I felt absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. And, oh my God, there's a first daffodil coming up. Where is it there? Oh, I better put up my daffodil fence. I usually put a temporary fence up to stop the wombats and the deer and the kangaroo from eating everything. Okay. Anyway, back to the story. Shaz will know this story, I think. She may have forgotten. But anyway, so I'm cooking dinner and I'm having huge gulps of this drink, which is now in a tumbler glass, because I got sick of making shots. But what happened was, because I was drinking it so quick, the effect of it took a little while to kick in. I can't remember how long, maybe 10, 15 minutes, But by that stage, I'd already pretty well sculled the entire thing, because I felt okay. And it tasted yummy. And suddenly I went from being absolutely and not feeling at all to, oh my God, I feel incredibly ill. And like this house, yes, it does, and it did. Very much, Jay. So I I turned the food off on the stove, put the lid on, and I thought, oh my God, I'm going to vomit. I needed the bathroom. But you see, it was a long house, longer than this one, and the kitchen's down one end and the bathroom was all the way up the other end. And I crawled on my hands and knees. I couldn't walk. I crawled. And I would crawl, and I'd probably go about 2 meters, and then I'd keep that sort of crawling stance and just like flop over on my side, and I'd have a big burst of the giggles, and then I'd get up, crawl a bit further, and do it again. I'd sit there, I'd stop, flop over on my side, giggle, giggle, giggle. Okay, let's try and go a bit further. And I eventually got there to the bathroom, heaved my guts up. Not the nicest story, I know. But, and I felt much better after that, of course. But, I kid you not, it took me about 25 years. Thank God, Susan. It took me about 25 years before I could bring myself to have that drink again. So it went from being an absolute favourite to not an absolute favourite, for obvious reasons. And that, folks, is why when you make a cocktail, in particular this cocktail, which, and don't get me wrong, oh my God, does it taste good, but stick with the shot glasses and just have 1 or 2. Don't have 3 and then think to yourself, oh look, I'm sick of making up shots, I'll just do one giant one and put it in a tumbler. Wasn't a good idea. But you know, that was me in my early 20s. Tiffany says, I think we all have a drink we stay away from because of bad experiences. Yeah, that's right. M-Bug says, Susan, I have learned I cannot mix drinks. Understandable, says Tiffany. Jace laughing at Shaz. Sharon remembers. Yeah, I told her all about it. But you know, there's some of all the moments we experience in life. Some are things that we can be really proud of. Oh, absinthe. Oh, no. Dean says Jim Beam. Jim Beam. Oh, Crown Royal for me. So come on, everyone. What's your drink? The one that you probably need to stay away from. I mean, I can have it now, but even then, it's not something that I would gravitate towards. I have the ingredients; I could make it. These days, if I have a Bailey's, I just have it straight, or with milk. Oh, someone said Malibu. I love Kraken black spiced rum, mixed with Sprite, but want nothing to do with Malibu rum. Now, Malibu, I haven't had Malibu for many years. That was coconut flavoured, wasn't it? Bad stuff. Tastes like cough syrup and it screws me up, says Katie. I remember, since we're on the topic of cocktails, which, you know, isn't particularly Homestead-like, Kraken. You know, I've never tried that one, Tiffany. But, oh, it sounds yummy. It sounds very nice. I'll have to try and look out for it. Coming up here on the deck. Oh, that's right. The seat's going to be wet. Bailey's. Oh, Leah Williams says, I love a dash of Bailey's in my hot chocolate before bed. Ooh. Now, Leah, that story that I just said was when I was living next door to you at that house at Mount Evelyn. Funny story. Funny story. But yes, Malibu and cocktails. I remember there was a cocktail I used to make, and I've got no idea how I made it now. But there's an icy pole or a frozen ice. I suppose depending on what country you're in, you may not know what I mean. But on a stick, you know, like an ice lolly on a stick. We call them icy poles in Australia. And there's one called Splice. And what it is you've got your ice cream, and then it's like it's dipped in ice, flavored ice inside, on the outside. And so I used to make this cocktail called a Splice, and it was like coconut and pineapple flavor. Coconut and pineapple flavor, and that was a yummy one too, especially in summer. And I'd throw a few ice cubes in, of course, because you've got to have ice cubes in your summer cocktails. Fruit splits, yes, that's right, you do. I have seen them. Strangely enough, they were advertised on my Facebook the other day as fruit splits, and when I went and had a look at them, it was in the UK. So yeah. Wow. Says have fun in nature. To Brooke. That sounded like it, says Leah. Brooke Trout says, I have a wild turkey rare breed. But Blanton's both... Hang on. Pardon me, folks. I'm so sorry. Oh, 150 a bottle. Wow. Hello, Peter. Old Man King Homestead is here. Hello, Peter. Welcome in, my friend. It's so good to see you. I hope you're well. I'm sure you're feeling healthier than I am at the moment. Jay says pina colada is coconut and pineapple. Oh, yeah, that does sound good. And the other thing I used to make, although not for an incredibly long time, is a strawberry daiquiri, because I love strawberries. And we grow a fair few strawberries on our little homestead. Oops. Let me get rid of that. Okay, there we go. So yeah, if it's a particularly hot summer and I have lots and lots of strawberries, I always make myself a strawberry daiquiri. And they're probably my 3 favourites. But I do love a good brandy. Yeah, it is a dry. I don't think I've actually got a cold, Tiffany. But I've had this throat. It's been really scratchy for like coming on 3 weeks now. I break that stuff up and cough it out. I don't think there's anything to cough out, to be honest. No, absolutely not medical advice. Quite right. Jay Sparky says, strawberries. Old Man King says, I've had some ups and downs, but I'm feeling pretty good now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Peter, but I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, I did my live on Saturday, and I only just managed to finish it before my voice packed in. But I'm glad I got there. Speaking of almost getting there, I only have 236 watch hours to get. How is my eye? Still infected, but a hell of a lot better, Katie. Thank you for asking. I got some, in the last chat, Trophy mentioned these things that you could get, an onion plaster, and suck the stuff right out of you. All right, I'll give that a go. What was I saying? Trophy suggested this stuff, and it was the general consensus that I had a infection of the eyelashes, I suppose. My eye didn't hurt. It still doesn't hurt. I know, it is awesome, isn't it? Hang on. Let me just put you down here for a minute. What are you looking at? You're looking at a paddock. I'm just putting my battery pack back in my pocket, and then I'll pick you up again. There we go. Have a look at some cows. What was I saying? Yes, so I went to get, I ordered some wipes. I got Kevin to when Kevin was coming up last Friday, he brought them up. But the wipes, he brought a bottle of stuff instead. And it's a liquid spray bottle, and you spray it onto like a cloth or something, and you wipe your eye with it. And it is much better. It's like it's 99% there now, which is the main thing. Oh, I did a photo the other day. I don't know who got it, the members. It was this shot just here. The one that's on today's thumbnail, this scene here with that weeping cherry and the trees, but it was a nighttime shot with a full moon. Beautiful photo. Beautiful photo. Yes, that's it. I couldn't remember what it was called, Katie. That's the one. And yes, 236 watch hours. Jay says, Susan, I've got to go, almost 9 p.m. here. Get rest and get well, and hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much. If you haven't hit the like button, Jay, please consider. It all helps. Now, because the seat is wet out the front, we have a couple of options. We can continue to sit out the front. Jay Sparky says thank you for the membership. That was very good of Tiffany and Brian. Yes, thank you very much for that. And M-Bug says, I'm so glad you, Susan, and Peter are both feeling better. But, oh, thank you, Jay. I hope you have a really lovely sleep, my friend. Sleep well, sleep safe, and have a lovely Tuesday tomorrow. Just pick our way through the rubbish. Well, it's not all rubbish. Come round here. I had to put little fences around my apple trees because of the rabbits. Let me show you what the rabbits did, and then we'll go in. We'll probably sit by the fire. Oh, and look at this bloody wombat burrow. I've filled it in so many times over the years. So this is the new veggie garden space. That isn't much yet, but hopefully come spring it will be feeding us. Have lots of, did I see chickens in an A-frame? Oh, no, you mean that A-frame? No, that's not chickens down there. We do have chickens, but they're not there. That, Katie, if that's what you were talking about, is to denote the space, the place where I want to put a small greenhouse. So this is my Jonathan apple. Now I've put this little fence around it because could you see what the rabbits did? They've been chewing it. Bastards of things. From your porch. Huh. Oh! Yes, I know what you're talking about, Katie. Yes, there is an A-frame there, covered with a red blanket. Yes, but there's no chickens in there at the moment. When I hatch eggs in the incubator in spring, see the rabbits ate that one too. This is the Granny Smith. Yes, I hatch eggs in the incubator in spring, and then when they're big enough they go out into the A-frame, and that's why it's near the house, so that I could keep an extra eye on them, because they're still quite small when they're in that cage, and sometimes they need extra heat, or they need to be covered if it's raining, or just a little bit of extra TLC when they're that small. So it just, that A-frame just sort of lives there. But yes, I thought you meant that swing set frame down there. But I want to put a little greenhouse here, and I'll try and do that in the spring, summer. And then when it is raining and we want to do our in the garden lives, I'll have somewhere in the garden to actually do it. I'm also going to set a spot up on the under the veranda, like a proper permanent setup, just to make life a bit easier for the in the garden ones as well. But I've sort of given up with in the garden at the moment because every day it's been raining, or almost every day. So yes, I just want to show you the apple trees and what the rabbits have done. I think they'll be all right though. I hope so, because they did quite well, those trees. Let me see if I can close this gate. Beautiful little bird feeder. More daffodils coming up down there, look. Come back up the stairs. Well, do you want to sit inside for a few minutes? Or shall we keep sitting outside? I'm happy either way. We can go in, or we can sit and look at this fantastic view out the front. What do you feel like doing? Teal Horse says, enjoy the rest of your day, Susan. Feel better. Time to get ready for bed here. You have a lovely sleep, Teal Horse. I'm not feeling too bad. I'm happy to sit out here for a little bit longer. Then, do you want to look at this fabulous view, or do you want to sit by a fire and have a Jespar crawling all over me? We can do that. You tell me what you'd like. Outside if you're up for it. And M says Jespar. Okay, one of each. All right, we're going to compromise then. We'll sit outside for a bit longer and then we'll go in. And we'll sit and we'll play with Jespar. He tell you, he's getting into a big boy. He's going to be a big doggy, I reckon. There you go. Just a few minutes, you don't want to get chilled, that's true. Captain Cornish. Ooh, both is good, but coffee needed in that wind. Yes, that is true. Welcome in, Captain Cornish. It's so good to see you again. It must be getting very late for you, my friend. Captain Cornish. I know he's a lovely chap. If you're into exploration and urban exploration, you must check him out. Him and Forsaken Explorer. Oh my God, I can't speak. Forsaken Exploration. Go on some wonderful adventures together. There's sometimes Wayne's with them. Wayne from Angry Duck Automotive. It is late but too hot to sleep. Oh no, really? Is it still hot there? I saw you all this morning on your live, Captain Cornish, and at least when I was there, that last hour, you didn't mention it, so I thought maybe it had cooled down a bit. Oh, what a shame. Is it your summer, or are you still in spring? Look at the clouds. It's getting quite dark, isn't it? Up here we don't prune the plants until early spring. I was told that because we sometimes get snow, it's better to leave the tips on everything. And that way, if anything's going to get like frostbite, it's going to be the ends of the plants that you were going to prune off anyway. There is some logic to that. Oh, you're going, Joy. Good night, my love. Thank you for being here. Oh, tea and crumpets. Tea and crumpets sounds very nice. Oh, yes. I do have crumpets, but I've actually got them in the freezer at the moment. Is it still warm down there, Captain Cornish? It's cooler here today. We are in North England, Northeast England. 19 at the moment. And it's summer. Okay. Summer in England. Still winter here. Good night, Joy. I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep. Oh, there's Ernie. Oh no, if I stand here, the cows are going to want me to go in. All right. Oh. I think Captain Cornish, you know, people in the chat are saying hot drink, and I'm hearing you, quite frankly. I think a hot drink would be a lovely thing. So let's go in and crank up this wood stove and have a hot drink. Last night we had pasta for dinner, and I made sure to make it a really big meal so there'd be plenty of leftovers. So after the live finishes today, I've got plenty of leftovers for dinner, lunch. What am I saying? Lunch. Alrighty, look at those clouds. Oh, it's getting black, it's getting black. All right. Let us. Oh. Why does your tongue hurt? Katie? Okay. Let me turn the phone back around so you're looking at me. Oh, shut the door. Shut that door. And then, oh no, you've been chomping on your tongue in your sleep. That's no good. Meow. All right, I'm taking my boots off. Oh, I've got one boot off. And I've got another boot off. And then we are going to, the dog's at my feet trying to eat my socks. He's a fan of socks. But I think all puppies like socks though, don't they? Really? Let me turn the light on. Ah, there we go. Now you can see me. And I'll put that down. There's the wood stove, all ready to make. I'll get the battery pack out. Hopefully all ready to make a hot drink. Oh, cannot wait. Do you need to get because there's special mouth guards you can get, isn't there, Katie? Does that work for back teeth as well? Would that help you? Is that something you need to get? Oh, the kettle's already starting to boil. Jespar. Thank you. I can grab that. All right. No. Okay. And what else do I need? My slippers. I need my slippers. Oh. Okay. I'm back. I don't know why, but the cat Fudge just head-butted the new doggy door. So I'll put my Ugg boots on and I'll make myself a hot drink. Oh, kettle's boiling. Kettle's boiling. How exciting is that? Right. Let's get this drink organised. Where's my cup? There we go. My little cup and saucer. Very dainty, like me. All right. There we go. All right. Hello, Jespar, my little man. My little man, he's here. That was Kitty. You heard Kitty. Yummy. Just check this. Yes. Looking nice and hot in there. Now you'll have to excuse all the mess. So there's Kitty. Hello, Kitty. I know, and there's Fudge, who came over to see what Kitty was doing. And there's little Jespar. Hello, my little man. Hello, my little... No. Get down. Oops. Now I have a problem. Hello. Down you get. No jumping. No jumping. And here is our wondrous? It's our wondrous wood stove. See, nice and hot. And if I get the dog out the way, look at that. Could do with some more wood, but I think we're doing all right for the moment. You love the wood stove. Yeah, me too, Miss M. Me too. So I am going to get myself organised. We will need, whoops, we will need the box. Where is my box? Here's my box. Put the box, what do we reckon, around here? Oh. Okay, this is going to take... Love the stove, always. Hang on. Ugh. All right. If you place the box, and then I'll put that there. Nope. And I'll put that there. And then I'll turn you around. Turn you around. Okay. Can you hold this for a moment? All right. Okay. Let me get this set up so you can see the fire. Where is the fire? Okay, it's sort of there. And then I'll get my cup of coffee. What I need to do is open this vent up. And I'll get my drink, my hot beverage. Put it over here. Like that. Put that there, put that there. Come back round. And now, hopefully. All right, little man. Whoops. Here we go. You definitely have on a proper winter outfit. Yes. Yes, indeed. There's little Jespar. Oh, he's so nice and warm too. It's like having a hot water bottle. Fleece boots. Yeah, they're falling apart though. They're called Ugg boots. U-double-G. Ugg. Ugg boots. And I love these ones because they almost come up to my knee. Honestly, if I could get taller ones, I would. You know, mid-thigh Ugg boots. I reckon that'd be great. Hello, Nicholas. Welcome in, my friend. It's good to see you. We know Ugg. Yes. Ugg made its way to America and Canada. I think it's all around the world now, the Ugg boot. There's Fudge trying to knock over the camera. So yeah, every now and again the camera will shake a bit. We're not having an earthquake, it's just a cat. We have so many cats. Well, it made its way. It did. It did. How are you, Nicholas? Welcome in. Is it cold in Melbourne? No. Leave it. That's right. Yes. Yes. Shaz is saying hello to Nicholas. Shaz is also in Melbourne. Shaz, is it cold in Melbourne? Where's your toy? Do you want a toy? Look, here we go. Oh, look at that. He's got his little teddy bear. And he's getting some more toys. I got onto eBay early last week and I ordered him 3 new toys. For me to, there's not really a lot of places in Mansfield I can go to buy pet toys and things. So I ordered them on eBay and yeah. Get to pick them up tomorrow as well when I go into town. And that will be very exciting, won't it? It will be very exciting. Yeah. Well, yes, you're right. You're right, Em. It is, but then it's also like what, about 3 hours from here, Em, and also I'm at a completely different altitude. I'm at over 1,000 meters here where I live. No, Jespar. And Melbourne, of course, is not at 1,000 meters. No, leave it, leave it. Play with this. Play with this. Yes. Yes, different altitude. Bloody freezing. Katie's Kitchen says, we went to IKEA and I got my cat 6 miniature bee stuffies. Oh, wow. Okay. I bet your cats love them too. Oh, little Jespar. He's gone plop. Oh, I can't reach my coffee. Let's see if I can get my coffee without disturbing the dog too much. Hey, what's this? I've got this too, look. Look at that. What is it? What is it? Is that your rope? Is that your rope? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh. No, no, no. Oh. push my sleeves up so he can't reach them. But look how much he's growing. Look how long his legs are. I'm going to put another photo up in the next day or two. Very sweet. There's a photo I put up of Jespar about 3 weeks ago, and it was of him outside on the grass. And what I'm going to do is every month take him outside to sit in the exact same spot and take a photo of him. And so that way at the end of the year, Fudge, at the end of the year, we could see the progression. Like every month there'll be a different photo of him, but in the same spot. And we'll be able to really see how he's grown and developed over the months. I was just talking to Fudge there. She's sitting there on the box. She's cleaning herself now, but she was actually watching the dog because he used to like moving around, and she was like looking at the screen going, oh, that looks fascinating. Speaking of dogs, he's wandered over to my daughter for a minute, which is good because it allows me to get my coffee. He is growing, isn't he? He's gorgeous. M-Bug says, I'm enjoying my dinner, but not the wine. Oh, really? It's a yucky wine? A red or a white, M? Are you a red or a white wine person? Billy sent me Billy Bob. Hello. Welcome in. It's good to meet you. I'm Susan. I'm in the Alpine region of Victoria, Australia. M-Bug says she prefers red wine. Okay. All wine is yucky unless it is made into a sauce, says Katie. Yeah. Yes, I do use a lot of wine in cooking. I do tend to use masala, which is a fortified wine, and I will use masala quite regularly in cooking. I tend to use that more than any other wine. Connor says, is he a month old yet? Oops. Yes, he is 13 weeks today. I actually thought it was 13 weeks last week, but I think it's today. No. Hello, darling. Hey. Oops. So yes, he'll be or 8. Jespar, what are you doing? Don't eat that. Honestly, they eat everything. No. I guess they're like human children. You know, they say with toddlers, and it's true, you know, they put a lot of things in their mouths, they test things. And puppies are much the same, they do that as well. Ooh. I'm looking at the TV. Because the phone's so far away from me, I can't see the chat on the phone, but the TV's on sort of over here and the chat's up, so I can actually see the chat on the television, even though I can't see it on my phone. But yes, we've had a little bit of a wander around on the farm. Not as big a wander as we would normally do, but then I haven't been as well. How am I feeling, says Nicholas? Look, not too bad at the moment. Uh-oh. Here he comes. Put that there. And not too bad. The throat is still very sore. I don't think it's a cold though, Nicholas. Whoops, there we go. Yes. I don't think it's a cold that I've got. I think it's, as I cough, I do apologise. Yeah, I think it's like bronchitis or something like that. But yeah, I'm getting better, I think. I mean, this is the 3rd week that I've been sort of under the weather. And yesterday, I think Saturday, Nicholas, after I did my live with the orange cake, I lost my voice in the afternoon, and then Sunday I didn't have a voice either. No, leave it, leave it. I didn't have a voice either on Sunday. And then yesterday it sort of came and went during the course of the day. But it doesn't actually hurt that much. It sounds worse than it actually is, which is fantastic. You know, I love that. Oh, but it is so nice to come inside and have a cuppa by the fireside. It was nice to go outside too, don't get me wrong, but I like wine and you don't, Katie, all good, says M. I don't really drink wine all that much anymore. I used to quite a bit. I mean, I wasn't an alcoholic or anything. Like I wasn't having like many bottles a day or anything. But no, I didn't mind, you know, a red wine or 2 with dinner, maybe once a week on a Friday, celebrate the end of the week or something. But it's a long time since I've done that. Vegetables are better, says Katie. Yeah, yes, that's true. Vegetables are better. Oh, I wish you could see him. He's lying on his back. He's getting a belly rub. But I think all you can actually see is the feet, isn't it? You don't eat veggies, Em. You must eat some veggies, my love. Leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. Yes, yes, that's right, yes. You play with your teddy. Very few. Oh. I didn't used to like Brussels sprouts, and then I experimented and found this wonderful way of cooking them that my palate appreciates. So I do often say that if you don't like a vegetable, quite often it's just because you haven't found the way to cook it that suits you yet. You love peas. Well, that's good. Peas are fantastic. Peas are wonderful. Oh, I love cheese. Oh, Katie, yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. He sneezed on me. Absolutely love cheese. Yes, I might have to sit back up on the footstool. He's trying to eat me. Love cheese, but it has to be melted. Ugh. Come on, little man. You stay there. Maybe I should drop the camera a bit more so you can see him. I'll see if I can. Ugh. Oh. Okay. Oops, stop. Oh, Captain Cornish has got to go. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Captain Cornish is going, everyone. I hope you have a good night's sleep, Captain Cornish. 19 degrees Celsius is a much more pleasant temperature to be sleeping. Ah. Now I can sit back down here. Jespar. You might have to have this end. No. All right. So I wrote my story yesterday for the paper. I didn't know what to write about, and so I ended up writing about being sick on the homestead. But it's not like a woe is me type of story. It's a funny one. I made it funny. So I hope the editor likes it. It's a new editor, which has sort of freaked me out a little bit. I'm a little bit paranoid. But that's okay. That's okay. Hopefully the new editor will like my stories just as much as the previous editor did. Bye, Captain Cornish. Everyone's saying goodbye to Captain Cornish. Sleep well, my dear. Mbug says, I don't eat. You don't eat eggs either. You don't eat eggs, M? Oh, you don't eat boiled eggs. Good for you, Susan, on your story, says Mbug. Oh, you're kidding? No, they don't pay me for them, M. And that's what Buy Me a Coffee's for. I write the stories because, one, I like writing, and then after I've written them, and they go to print in the newspapers, and then what I do, and the newspaper doesn't pay me, so because they don't pay me, after they've gone to print, I wait about 2 weeks, and then I upload them to Buy Me a Coffee. And I do that for 2 reasons. One reason is so that other people can read them. That's the most important thing for me. But there are occasions when people will read a story and they'll say, I just loved that so much. It really, really resonated with me. And they'll donate something. And you know, that's fantastic too. So, you know, there's like little dribbles of money coming from the stories, but that's via Buy Me a Coffee. It's not actually from the papers themselves. But I'm hoping that as my writing improves, that maybe one day they will pay me. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Katie says, I suppose some scrambled eggs in small pieces would work. Ah, gotcha, says M. I do eat scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs are yum. Oh, thank you, Kirsty. Much appreciated. And of course, I'm writing my book at the moment, although I haven't done any writing in the book for probably 2 or 3 weeks. Jespar, stop. Leave it. He's very bitey. Omelettes are nice. Cheese omelettes, M. And the sprinkling of mushrooms and chili, red chili, like fresh red chili. Stop. Jespar. No. No. Leave it. He's getting too bitey for me. Ouch. I will give you that end. Ugh. I just need a break from the biting. Katie says, I like scrambled eggs. Oh, yes. I do that too, Katie. Oh, and dogs do love belly rubs. I know. And I was giving him belly rubs, but that's what got him all worked up too. So he just needs to settle down. Rook Trout says, we do a quiche most every weekend. Yeah. I do love a good quiche. I do a quiche quite often in the warmer months, and I'll get like a big slice of ham. And so instead of putting pastry on the bottom of the quiche, I'll just put a big slice of ham, and that becomes then the base of the quiche. And if I've got enough ham, I can run it up the side. So, pardon me. So instead of using pastry, I use the ham. But then I still have smaller pieces of ham in the egg mix itself, in the quiche itself. Hello, Chris. Welcome in. Kenneth Wilkinson, who is Chris, welcome in. It's good to see you. Katie says, I like cooking quiche in a cast iron skillet. Yes, yes. Okay. The dog just got into the bed and then the bed just glided out of view. Oh, well, Dean likes that idea. What, with the ham? Yeah, it's brilliant. Embark. Quiche is so easy. Maybe I need to do one of those on my live. This coming weekend, because on the weekend I do my around the kitchen table lives, and what I do is I tend to have a sweet thing one week and a savoury the next. So last Saturday we all discussed it and we decided that I was going to make Cornish pasties this coming weekend. So a proper Cornish pasty. So a proper Cornish pasty has no carrots. It has potato, onion and swede, and then it has your meat. I think a lot of people, you know, when they go to a bakery and they buy a pasty and they see the little bits of orange and they just assume that it's carrot, but it's actually a swede, which is rutabaga. Is that how you say it? I think you call it rutabaga. But they're the traditional filling for a Cornish pasty is rutabaga or swede, onion and potato. And so I will use that in my filling along with some finely diced venison. And I use venison because it's on the property. We have deer here, and it's cheaper and healthier than buying chemical-ridden meat from a supermarket. So I'm incredibly lucky, incredibly blessed that we can actually do that. We can get like one deer, maybe two for the whole year, and it just goes in the freezer, and we can make roasts out of it and venison steaks, and then we mince some as well. So, you know, it's like any animal, I suppose. It's quite versatile with its uses. But venison is a very lean meat naturally. So it's far better for you. And because it's not farmed, it's not a farmed animal, it's a wild animal. It hasn't had vaccinations and chemicals and supplements, and it hasn't been kept in a feedlot to increase the fat content and things like that. Katie says, do you hunt the deer yourself? Not anymore, no, I don't. I do have a hunter friend who comes up probably once every 2 or 3 months, and so he will get meat for himself and meat for us as well, and that works really well. And also he's a good hunter in that he uses every last bit of the animal. I mean, between us, we use every last bit of the animal. So if he gets a deer, it will feed us, it will feed him and his family, but also he has 2 dogs and we now have a dog, but in the past we had Gaia, we had other dogs, and I feed venison as the meat component of my pets' meals, my dog meals. So they get veggies and pasta and all that sort of thing as well, the dogs, and they get venison. And of course you've got the bones, you know, free dog bones. M-Bug says, I have had venison stew. It was good. Do you know, M, that's one thing I've not had. I've not had a stew made from venison. Katie says sometimes I get venison at the food pantry. Ah, I love fast food and venison is on the top of that list, says Brook Trout. Yeah, I like venison. I like venison. It's very nice. There's Fudge wandering past again. She's just sort of snuggling up to the camera at the moment, and she's wrapping her tail around the tripod. It's all very elegant. I can't show it to you, of course. Chris says, when we were in London, we had venison. Do you like it, Chris? I will not be back up to Maine for a long time, says Em. Ah, okay. So is that where you had your venison? Katie, you've had venison stew. I must make venison stew. I don't have a lot of stews, to be honest. I make pies and I make pasties. I make a lot of soup in the cooler months. But stew is not something I tend to make a lot of. My mother did. And maybe that's why I don't. Fudge is having a scratch, if you wanted the tripod. Yes, in Maine. And yes, Chris did like venison. That's good. That's good. I think it's very flavoursome. I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, I don't make a lot of stew. It's sort of fallen off the radar for me a little bit, if I'm perfectly honest. My mum used to do, I don't even know what type of stew it was, if I'm perfectly honest, but I do know that she used to make dumplings in the stew. And I didn't like it. Whatever the stew was she made, I didn't like it, but I did like the dumplings. And so I'd eat the dumplings, and I think I used to pick the meat out and I'd leave the rest of it. But because in my memory, that is the only stew I remember my mother making, and I didn't like it. And so that's probably why I myself don't make stew. Embug says, I'm suffering through this wine. Okay, oh, Em. That's no good. How much more do you have to force yourself to drink, my love? Em, you're such a martyr. Oh, Yum Quiche says, Amanda is back. Yes, we were talking about quiche. Did you like the idea of lining the quiche pan with ham? Here comes Pepper. Pepper's not a cat you see too often. Pep. No, I'm here. Come here. Meow. Pepper's very old. Pepper's like 18. Hembug says, I'm glad I tried and not try to offer it to others. Oh, you can't finish it. It's that bad. It's that bad. Em, what is it? What's it called? I'm sorry, I had to finish dinner. Oh, Amanda, that's okay, love. Yes, when you guys next make quiche, instead of doing pastry, line your quiche dish with ham instead. My ma won't eat fish because as a kid she had to eat, oh, fish head stew? Really? That sounds awful. I tried a fishy stew before. Yuck. Ask anyone. This bottle would have been half gone or gone. Well, I'm sorry. It is such a disappointing tipple, Em. When you go back to the place you bought it, you'll have to tell everyone that it was no good. Don't stock this wine. Gumbo is different. Oh, I want gumbo so bad. Traveling with the Wickhams. Hello, my friends. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in such a long time. I hope you're well. I hope your children are well. What have you been up to? I've been a bit sickly. We did have our farm walkabout this morning though. It was slightly shorter than normal. And we've come in to sit by the fire and have a cuppa. I will take a pic and post it. Yeah, I reckon so, Em. We all need to know so we don't make the same mistake. I can't spell the name. Oh, okay. Everyone's saying hello and welcome back to Amanda. Kirsty is putting up the Travelling Wickham's channel. Thank you very much. I need to probably actually need to put another piece of wood in here. So, bit more warmth. Okay. Oh, yeah, so I've been doing little bits of writing in my book, and it's coming along slowly. But it's not a cookbook. Nicholas suggested the other day I should do a cookbook, and I probably will do one day, in like 10 years' time, not now. But having said that, I suppose I could put maybe 1 or 2 recipes in my book when I eventually get it published, when I eventually finish it. I'm hoping the first draft will be done by Christmas, and then maybe toward the end of next year I might be able to get it published. I don't want to self-publish. I figure if it's not good enough for a publisher to pick up, then it's not good enough to publish. A vinegar barrel with wine that you don't like. That's a good idea, Katie. I do that as well. Oh, sorry to hear that, Travelling Wickham's. Have you not been well? And Amanda says, did you hit the like? I'm sure they did, Amanda, but thank you for asking. If you haven't hit the like yet, please consider. Sounds great, the book. Yeah, I've been trying to find my diary, Nicholas. Because I like writing, I've always kept a diary. I have these big A4 Collins diaries. And almost every day I will write, I will fill a whole page. And I've been doing that since, oh gosh, I was in my early 30s, I'd say. And I sort of stopped the writing because I wanted to try and find, because the early part of the book is about my life before I moved up here, and then how we found the place, and then the moving up here in the first couple of weeks. That's as far as I've got so far. And I wanted to refer back to my diaries for that year. And you know, I can't find it. I've got every other year. I've got all the years leading up to it and all the years after it. But you think I can find the diary for that actual year that I moved here? No, I cannot. Amanda says there was a country song about hiring a wino to decorate their home. I think of it when wine is mentioned. Well, did he do a good job of decorating the home? That's the important question, Amanda. So yes, I can't find this diary. And of course, the main stories I can remember. But quite often, if you can go back and refer to a diary, it reawakens stories that you had forgotten or details that you had forgotten about, which are part of those larger stories. even if that detail is just a passing comment from a friend or a neighbour. But, you know, they're the little things that sort of help bring a story to life, you know. And I thought, I need to find that diary. And I kid you not, I have pulled the study apart. I can barely get in there now. There's books and papers absolutely everywhere, in my quest to find this particular diary that I want. So I don't think I'm going to find it. So I think I'm just going to have to keep writing regardless, because I'm not going to stop writing the book now. Hello, M, says Amanda. Amanda's saying hello to everyone. Chris is saying hello to everyone. Amanda's saying hello back. Oh, lots of hugs. That's nice to see. And I'm almost finished my drink. David Frizzle. David Frizzle. Now, that was in... Oh, what's that movie called? It's the Christmas one, isn't it? Love Actually. There was a character called David Frizzle in Love Actually. I'm sure there was. Yes, there was. There was. I'm going to hire a wino. Katie says, I'm washing off my baking pan to cook the lamb patties. I go, ooh, that sounds nice. Is it a frizzle? Left Frizzle was famous. Lefty. What on earth are you talking about? I know there was a character in a movie called David Frizzle, I think. But I don't think we're talking about the same thing. So Amanda, you need to enlighten me. What on earth are you talking about? What is a frizzle? Okay, it's all right. My daughter just Googled it and held up her phone. I'm there now. I know what David Frizzle is. Excellent. Is he a wino? And Bug's laughing at me. No, actually, I take that back. And you're laughing with me. With me. You're laughing with me. Of course you are. It doesn't say. It doesn't say if he's a wino. Oh, good. Well, I'm almost finished my coffee. Laughing with you. Quite right. Quite right. Oh, thank you, Ace. I'll look that up after the live. What was I saying? Yeah, this book. I really wanted to, because the stories are like the stories that I publish in Buy Me a Coffee in the newspaper. They're just things that happen on the farm, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but in more detail. And introducing characters, local characters, into the stories as well. And I just thought it would be handy to have my diaries to look back on. But I've got the diaries from all the other years, so the characters will develop as the book develops and evolves. But it's coming along really well. I'm really pleased. And hopefully in the next few weeks, as I start to feel a bit healthier, I'll be able to do a bit more. But that'll be good. That'll be good. I can't wait. I can't wait. Well, as I said, my coffee's almost done. And the fire is still going. Yeah, Amanda says I'll go to listen Ace when it's over. You and me both, Amanda. You and me both. Hey, kitty. Hello. Hello, baby. Hello. Yes. There's the kitty. This is Truffle. She's a lovely girl. She's very polite. Susan, awesome country song. Okay, so sweet Truffle. All right, country song it is. I do like truffles. The cat and the actual. What would you call it? It's not a biscuit. Sweet, yes, sweet truffle, quite right. Oh no, your cat decided you didn't need sleep last night. That's no good. Em says, I would love to experience your Aussie weather. You say that now, Em, but the summers can still be pretty brutal. Not generally so much up here because of the elevation, but you know, considering how hot it is over the entirety of the Northern Hemisphere, I do think that our coming summer is going to be quite hot. So I'm a little bit worried about that because we are in the mountains. We are surrounded by millions of acres of bushland. And yeah, summer can be concerning. I'm hoping it won't be a problem this coming summer. Summers must be like New York summers. The last two summers here, Em, were quite hot, like hotter than normal and very dry. So yeah, but I mean across the globe temperatures seem to be rising and rainfall seems to be decreasing. It's not good. Amanda says, yes, but it's 79s and 80s. Country broke the rules and bend genres. We get humidity. I don't like humidity. Not at all. I don't think many people do, though, to be honest. Well, that is my cuppa done. That is my cuppa done. Look, we've got 39 thumbs up. Thank you, everyone, for that. That's wonderful. Get us one more. Get us to 40. 40 would be fantastic. But 39 is still fantastic. So, my friends, the next live we will do 18 people hanging out. I know. I find that absolutely astounding because it's not exactly like I'm on the top of my game today. Like last Saturday, you know, when you're sick, your energy levels just aren't quite as normal, you know. And every time I try to laugh, I cough. Says I, as I try not to cough. So yeah, it's sort of it's hard sometimes when you're not feeling the best, but you've stuck with me and I really appreciate that. It's been fantastic. I love chatting with you all and it makes me feel better and it makes me forget that I'm feeling sick, which is really important too. Oh yeah, I've been sick for a few weeks, Em, but that's why my voice is like this. It's sort of dropped a couple of octaves. Heck of me daily. There's 40. Oh, thank you, Katie. It's cool to be stuck with you. Thank you, Em. Oh, is Chris not well either? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Chris. I hope you feel better soon. But yes. I appreciate you all so much for being here and sticking with me, even though I'm not as enthusiastic and not as bright and bubbly as I could be. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the little wander and I've enjoyed catching up with you all. It's been fantastic. Next Saturday's live, we're doing the Cornish pasties, which will be great fun. And then the following weekend, we're going to probably do fruit mince pies because in Australia it will be our Christmas in July. So I thought we need to do sort of like a Christmassy themed live for that weekend. I think I'm going to do fruit mince pies. You know, if you've got a suggestion, if you've got a better idea, please let me know. But at this point, I'm thinking fruit mince. So next Saturday will be pasties. Then we'll have the Tuesday live, which is our farm walk around. And then the following week we'll be doing fruit mince. Oh, a Saturday night live. I do kind of and I think you've been on it's my Saturday, which is your Friday. So I do my Saturday lives are your Friday night, and that is a live that I do in the kitchen where I cook something. It's not like a proper cooking tutorial as such, although I do read the recipe out. I post the recipes. I try to show you what I'm doing. I try it out at the end so you get to see me eat it, but it's not like a real cooking channel like Chef Civvy or Katie or, you know, some of those really professional people that do cooking lives. I'm not like that, but yeah, I enjoy sitting in the kitchen and baking or cooking and eating and having coffee with all my friends, which is the whole point of it. And if we all get to experience or learn about a new recipe or a new food in the process of that, well, that's fantastic. Oh, you tried making a recipe, but you failed at it. Connor, just try again. Try again. Try again. You'll get there. Some recipes, when I tried them the first time, I failed dismally. Absolutely. I remember years ago, I was trying to teach a friend of mine how to make, and it's not Shaz, I'm just putting it out there, not Shaz. A friend of mine, she'd moved out of home and she was living in a flat and she had met a boy and she wanted to bring him back to her house and cook a meal for him. And so she was going to do this little dinner party with her and this young gentleman and a couple of her neighbours. And so she came over to my house a couple of days beforehand. And, oh, that's all right, Chris. I'm glad you're back. She wanted to make a chocolate cake. And so I brought my friend round and we made a chocolate cake together. And I gave her the recipe and then I sent her on her way. And when the day or the evening of this dinner party of hers came round, she was going to make this chocolate cake. Well, she rang me in an absolute tears and said that the chocolate cake, for whatever reason, and I don't know what the reason was now, I probably did back then, but it didn't rise. It was like the top of it had cooked, but the inside was just fluid. And anyway, what I said to her was, that's okay, just give it a really gentle stir, really gentle. So that way you've still got the fluidy part, the melted chocolate, and you've still got the crunchy bits of cake. And then pour it into like a bowl and serve it up like a pudding. So it became like a chocolate pudding. So, and it was a huge hit. She just gave it a bit of a gentle stir, served it up on a plate, put a scoop of ice cream on the side and told everyone it was chocolate pudding. And it was a big hit. Sometimes you just have to adapt these recipes. It's like with my sweet chili jam that I make. Some years the consistency of it is nice and thick and I call it a sweet chili jam. but once or twice over the years I've been making it, it's ended up a little bit watery. And so then I put it in a bottle and call it sweet chili sauce. Same thing. You just package it differently and change the name. and and then it's not a disaster anymore. It's not a watery sweet chili sauce. It's not a watery sweet chili jam because it's a sweet chili sauce. And my friend's chocolate cake became a chocolate pudding with ice cream. It's all in how you present it, you see. Ah, past the Dutchie on the left side. I can't sing. Oh, now I've got UB40 in my head. Do you remember that song by UB40? Hang on, was it UB40? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I'm sure it was. Anyway, we've gone off on some weird and wonderful tangents, my friends. Let me say again, for the third or fourth time, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much to Ace and to Kirsty for being here and putting all the links up. I don't know what that is, Chris. Lol. I'm glad you added the lol, Ace. I have to pour out this bottle. Use it for cooking. Red wine vinegar. Red wine vinegar. It's red wine vinegar. Yes, on the left-hand side. See, Amanda heard me. Even though I couldn't actually sing it, I tried. It was silly of me. I know I shouldn't have done. But Amanda heard me struggle and get those words out. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, indeed. Kirsty and Ace, thank you very much for being here and putting everyone's links up. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for being here, talking about food and talking about bad wine with M and cheese and good meals with Katie. I've had such a wonderful chat. Thank you for putting up with my funny throat and my weird stories. We've had a few more weird stories today. I will tell my mum too, says M. Yes, I think that's a great idea. Larry made me a metal rooster. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I'll have to have a look at that. Duchy goes good with red wine, lol, says the silent forgotten. Yes, indeed, Chris. Yes, indeed. Thank you for being here, everyone. I know most people here, there's a couple of you in Australia, but for the bulk of you are all in the Northern Hemisphere. So let me say to you, I hope you have a wonderful night's sleep and have a wonderful day tomorrow and a fantastic week ahead. Take care, stay safe, spread kindness, and of course, the most important thing is stay beautiful. I love you all very much. I think you're all wonderful. I very much appreciate you being here. And I will see you all on the next live on the weekend. And you all take care. Love you all, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.